When you see the name Low Gang, you slowly come to crack.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to your favorite place to be. It's the Speakeasy. Low Gang Loyals, what's going on? Throw your L's up. It is good to be here. I am, of course, half of your host team, Ron Low G's. And then there is my man, Ush, El Loco. What's going on? How you doing?
Man, I am good, man. I'm here drinking my 32 ounces of water. I drink about 96 a day. I got my cup saying, why not, might not? And the answer is, it's freezing. That's the reason. Because, man, it's so cold today, bro. It's cold.
I love it. I love it, man. You got to stay hydrated.
And stay out the street. Ice.
Welcome to the Speakeasy. Come chill, kick it, sit back, man. We got some good stuff for y'all. And I'm going to just start out. Ush.
Yeah.
Let's talk, man. Patriots. They lost yesterday. And a lot of people are talking smack. And I just want to point out the fact that they are 12-2. 12-2, right? Or 10-2?
10-2.
10-2. I don't know. I'm rushing, ready to get to the playoffs. Buffalo, 10-3. They are one loss behind New England. And there's a possibility that the New England Patriots will not win the #1 seed in the AFC East. What you think? It's reality, man.
You want me to really tell you what I think? Wake up, my brother. My brother, you're talking about a team that lost 5 losses last year.
Right.
To Tennessee, to Miami, and to some other Neanderthalic teams that didn't make the playoffs. Yet, we turned it on when expected. Playoff time. I'm not concerned about it. We're going to get a #1 seed or a #2 seed. Probably a #1 seed. We're going to turn it on with this offense you've never seen before when it matters most. See, everybody's concerned about the regular season, and that's okay. Everybody panics about the regular season. That's okay. It's other 31 teams' job to panic. For the Patriots, my brother, let me explain something to you. Look me in the eye. We don't panic, my brother. We got this on lock.
No fear.
No panic.
No panic.
No fear.
Okay.
We good.
Like
Feet
it.
up at the beach. We will finish 13-3 or 14-2. Take our #2 seed. We got this.
I, unlike clearly you, did watch football on Thursday, and I saw a Buffalo Bills team take Zeke Elliott's lunch, and they was eating. And they did score 26 points on the Cowboys. That's a lot of points for Buffalo Bills team, who does not have a confident starting quarterback, somebody that you can depend on in the playoffs. And their defense, which is the most impressive, held the passing leader in the NFL, Dak Prescott, to just 16 points. That doesn't impress you or give you any fear as a Patriots fan.
We held them to 9 points before last. I don't know what else to say to you. I mean, Dallas is just not good.
We're getting to. We're going to get to Dallas. We're going to get to Cowboys. We talking about the Patriots. Because, listen. The Patriots are facing the Chiefs on Sunday.
Yes. We already know who's going to win between Kansas City and the Patriots. That's enough said. I don't have to explain stats or anything because Kansas City has no defense.
No
Not
defense.
a piece of it. Not a piece.
So I had this dream scenario prepared about Tom Brady falling to the 5th seed, being doubted. Patriots are done. There's no hope. And then as the 5th seed goes into Mahomes' town in Kansas City, gets the dub. There's no way he's going to beat Baltimore in Baltimore. I mean, that's the home of the wire. The Patriots ain't built for that type of situation in January. You don't even take Baltimore serious, but I can see Tom Brady coming in and taking over and defeating Baltimore. Then Tom Brady goes to the Super Bowl. How did he just beat Mahomes? How did he just beat Lamar Jackson? And then he finishes off a San Francisco team led by his replacement, Jimmy Garoppolo. Wow. And Tom Brady does it. It's a 7th ring. Giselle comes out. The kids come out. Tom Brady, we love you. and see him off in the perfect sunset. But you don't even think that's going to happen. No fifth seed, no confidence. Not going to happen at all. So
your whole dream went good.
Mm-hmm.
Everything went good except the seeding. But you are right. He is riding off this year into the sunset with number 7. And he's going to
declaring
love
it.
Giselle.
Speakeasy, number 7.
Number 7. He's going to love Giselle. He's going to slap Belichick. He's going to give Kraft a high five. He has to slap Belichick, but that's another story. He tried to trade him Jimmy Garoppolo. But anyway, case point being, Patriots number 7. You heard it right here, right now. Claiming it, calling it done.
We'll get into that when we get to our last segment, but just to declare the Patriots.
Don't cut my praise.
Cocky, but I like how you
praise.
Swang, dog. Do your thing.
How you cut my praise? How you gonna cut my praise? Oh, my team. I'm sorry that your Eagles ain't up there. That's another story. All right, go ahead.
We gonna get to the Eagles. They ain't gonna be up here for much longer. Listen, our next segment, and it's gonna be, let's have some college football fun.
Hey, yeah.
I don't like really talking about college football earlier in the year because they playing like high school teams and stuff, figuring it out. But now they playing the real games, and we see who's really built for this college football playoff. And it's funny that when a certain team down maybe in Tuscaloosa starts playing some of the top teams in college, they can't do like no type of good defense.
Nope.
I got something for you.
Talk to
Alabama's last 4 teams that they played that were top 20, they allowed 34 points, 44, 46, and 48. But the funny thing that's ironic is they was number 1 all year.
That's right.
They didn't win.
Right. Watching that game against Auburn, it was so disappointing because they couldn't stop anything. Auburn is a good team, don't get me wrong. I know the Iron Bowl is a rivalry that we look at every year. Always giving us ramifications.
Man.
Gosh, they couldn't stop anybody. I mean, it wasn't even Mac Jones' fault. And 2, it wouldn't have made a difference. They just couldn't stop nobody. Point blank. Bye, Alabama. Sorry. You're out.
So they have lost 2 games. Since Nick Saban has been a coach at Alabama, he has had 2 seasons where he's lost 3 games. I think like 6 where he lost 2. Man's 5 national championships. Got them stats from Stephen A today. But what I gotta ask you is, when Alabama loses that 3rd game in their bowl this year, is them people down in Alabama gonna be saying it's time for a new coach?
Nope, not at all. Not even close. It's just like the Belichick situation in New England, or the Mike Tomlin in Pittsburgh. Everybody gets a bad year. They're not gonna call for that man. Who gonna replace him? Because when you think about it, when you call for the coach's job of a prime organization like that, who's going to be a replacement that's going to do better?
See, and I don't think the argument is replacement. I think the argument is they see Nick Saban and his wife running Alabama pretty much. They own a thing. I know college is run by the boosters, but
it sure is.
A lot of people might say he's lost his hunger. He's lost that drive. Alabama, I wish I had the recruiting numbers up, because Alabama's not in the top 5 no more for recruiting.
Who's in the top 5? I need to know. We need answers. That's on the next show.
I know Clemson's number 1. Pretty sure Ohio State's up there. You want to look it up? We looked that up.
I know Georgia is.
You want to look it up? Why you looking at
something funny?
Oh, give it to me.
You know where USC is?
I think they're up there, ain't they?
They're number 77.
Oh, I got USC up on my wall. I gotta take them down.
I just want to throw that out at you.
That's the
77. Guess who's in front of them?
Who's that?
It's 76. University of Texas, El Paso.
Wow.
But hey, that's not my team. I don't care.
I think I could do a better job, man. No, that's one day. Let me move on, because there's been 2,928 days since this team has beaten this team. Can you guess? 2,928 days since a football team up in Ann Arbor has beaten a team by the name of Ohio State. Once again, this Jim Harbaugh-led Michigan Wolverine squad, my heart my passion because the Fab Five, Michigan, we like this. Jalen Rose is my guy. But listen, Michigan has not beat Ohio State since 2011.
A long
It is
time.
time for Jim Harbaugh to pack his bags and go back to the NFL because it's been 4 or 5 years, and his main issue is conflict with the management, and it's got to be disrupted. And I'm tired of seeing the same thing.
But who replaced him? You can't
Nick
sit
Saban.
there and no, Nick Saban's not leaving Alabama. You got to find a worthy replacement because
We
what's
are
going to
not
happen
talking
is
about Michigan on this show because it's the holidays. I'm trying to have a good vibe. You don't even got to break it down, but I'm done. I'm done.
you bought him
done.
buck.
If it wasn't,
You brought him up.
if it wasn't for Juwan Howard doing this thing up at Michigan for the basketball team, this Wolverines thing would not be up. But
Remember this?
we
But
don't
they
got
have
it.
one.
Second place is good, man. Second place is all right.
Go do.
Listen, college football playoff rankings come out Tuesday night. Give me your top four, dog.
So I got Ohio State at number 1. Justin Fields is the truth. I don't care what anybody says. That man's nasty. Georgia transfer. You're not beating Ohio State. Number 2, I got LSU. I don't have Burrow for Heisman, but I do like what LSU is doing offensively and defensively. Number three, this is me. Number 3, I got Georgia. I have Georgia because I feel like right now, Georgia has more quality wins than number 4, Clemson. You got to go Georgia, then Clemson, and then the SEC Championship. LSU and Georgia gonna cancel the route. One gonna go in, one's not, and you're gonna be left with either Oklahoma or Utah sneaking in there. That's my top 4. Who you got?
So give me your top 4 again, just from
I
one.
have number 1 Ohio State, number 2 LSU, number 3 Georgia, number 4 Clemson.
Okay. I'm definitely not rooting for Ohio State, but my man, the defensive end, what's his name?
Chase Young.
Woo-wee.
You the truth.
I hate Ohio State with passion, but if you want to come to the Eagles or the Rams when you get to the league, my man, but you're going to a bad team, so I hope you enjoy the money. But let's go LSU because that's what we ride. And is they playing them hard-working college athletes that's risking their career every Saturday yet?
Nah, man, it's coming.
Oh,
2023.
we'll keep it moving on the speakeasy because we don't fuck with it. Let's go. Third segment. It's time for Snow That Facts.
Wow.
This is my favorite segment.
Let's get them.
Y'all,
Talk
are
about
y'all
it.
ready for Snow That Facts? Loyal?
They're not ready. They're not ready.
ready.
Let's get it.
I'ma just start it off. It's December 2nd. We all just enjoyed some incredible holiday times.
Yeah.
And I got one fact to just start it off.
Mhm.
Turkey is overrated for Thanksgiving. It is. It's
What?
not even the favorite choice of meat. What's your favorite choice of meat? Are you going to the third? When you make your plate, or when you have baby girl make your plate, mama, whoever, auntie, loyals, comment. When y'all make your plate, what's the first thing you putting on there? Is it
Ham.
turkey?
It's ham. I ain't gonna lie. It's ham.
What's
It's
next?
ham. Then macaroni and cheese.
Mac.
Then
Yeah.
macaroni and cheese. Yeah. Then whatever got a sweet potato around it, and whatever greens I could find, and dressing. I'm not putting turkey on there. I'm sorry. You're right. Can't even lie.
Leftover turkey sandwiches, get you some spice, put something together, throw some random stuff on there, leftover the next day. Yes, but when I'm putting a big piece of turkey on my plate, but it's getting drowned in hot sauce on top of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know turkey breasts, turkey legs go hard, but turkey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Overrated.
Not favorite. It's overrated. I'm with that. It's
Know
overrated.
that fact number 2. You went to go see a movie, didn't you?
Let me tell you what.
About
This
it.
movie, this movie, and hear me out. Speakeasy followers. This Know That Fact is going to bless you. The movie Harriet Tubman, I don't care about the controversial with one to cast Julia Roberts. That was said back in 1994, by the way. That was somebody said that before we were already born.
Oh,
The point
really?
is with Harriet Tubman. Yeah, it was 1994 he said this, but here's the point. Harriet Tubman the movie portrays this woman not just theatrically, but she takes a stance against not just oppression, but even her own people that some didn't even believe in what she was doing, to go back and forth and bring slaves from a slave territory to a free territory. But there's one thing that she said I want to stick with you, and I want you to understand. She said, look, don't nobody tell me that I can't do something. She said, I've been doing this. I brought myself to freedom. I'll go back and get my family. You can't tell me I can't. Why? She said, because some of you have gotten comfortable in your nice clothes, your nice houses, your nice shoes, and you forgot what it's like to be a slave. She said, some of you were born free. You don't even know what it means to be a slave. She said, but I ain't forgotten. I know where I came from, and I know where I'm going. I know who I'm bringing with me. The point of that fact is this. Don't forget where you came from, and you won't forget where you're going. And don't let nobody tell you what you can and cannot do, because you know inside yourself who you are and what you can do. And that's what Harriet Tubman was her theme in that movie, and it resonates. So you got to see this movie. The actor portrays her perfectly. She even pulls a gun on her brother and said, I will shoot you if you go tell. Let's go back or say anything. Because she took a stance for freedom.
Y'all go watch the Harriet Tubman movie. It's for the culture. Go support. Go educate yourself.
For the culture.
It doesn't just start with Harriet Tubman. There's so many more people. You got to know your history.
Right.
They don't want us to know it. I'm going to preach it. I'm going to scream it. They just revealed a new Rosa Parks statue down in Montgomery, I think it was. Right. Big shout outs to her.
That's right.
Big culture movements, U.S. government, the Fed, whosoever. I'm not going to say the POTUS's name, but somebody up there, I want my Harriet Tubman $20 bills, and I want them now. I want my cash. I want all my checks sent to me. And Harriet Tubman 20s, we've been waiting years. Make it happen.
Right. Make it happen. She deserves it. She deserves it. She deserves it. So that fact 3, let's get it. What you got?
There is this man by the name of Scorsese. Worked once upon a time with a man named Al Pacino. My bad. Also worked with a man named Robert De Niro. My old heads, y'all already know The Godfather, Godfather 2, straight classics. Young bulls, y'all need to go educate yourself. Go watch The Godfather 1. Go watch The Godfather 2 and understand the symphony of just an orchestrated movie, but getting put together perfectly to break your heart, to make you happy. And by the end of it, you rooting for crime and murder and evil people because you done fell in love with these characters. They came out with the 4th part of just, I guess, their eulogy of work over the past couple of decades. They have a movie called The Irishman that has released on Netflix.
Gotta watch it. I gotta watch that.
You can tell I'm excited.
Excited. I gotta see that.
But
don't ruin it for me now. I gotta see it.
I myself have been getting more into The Godfather, my old mafia movies. I gotta watch the whole Sopranos the whole way through. I've been really big into that culture. So this for me was a big thing, but it was 4 hours, man. It took me all day. I ate my breakfast and watched the first hour. I chilled for lunch, and then after my lunch, I watched the next 2 hours, and then for dinner, I watched the last hour. It was like, woo. Netflix, they messed it up, but I think they let Scorsese have his whole reins because this was something that Netflix always does. They make miniseries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 episodes, but I think Scorsese was just like, no, I'm gonna do what I want to do. 4-hour movie series, but you have to go watch The Irishman.
Watching that.
That's what I heard.
For me. I gotta go see that. I gotta go see it. Don't ruin that for me. I gotta see that. Let me tell you something. Did you do something for, you do anything for Black Friday? You go shopping?
I did.
What'd you buy?
Sneakers. Lots of sneakers that I didn't need.
Well, are you gonna do Cyber Monday? Are you gonna do that?
I'm working on it. But
what's your plan?
I kind of spent my money on Black Friday that I was supposed to have for Cyber Monday. So, I got to kind of, I got to something, but we'll see.
Look,
what you got?
Look, there's a good way to spend time with your family during the holidays. And I'm going to give you something inexpensive to do. Yeah, I'm going to give you something inexpensive to do that's going to help out with the family.
I like that.
Inexpensive. $24.99. Buddy, get you a Fire Stick if you don't have a
Fire
Fire Stick. Now,
Stick.
I'm not trying to promote for or put up or try to sell you a product, but I'm telling you, the Fire Stick has so many different hacks inside of it. It has so many things that can open up for you and your family. You can watch any movie you want to at any time.
Cody,
Cable
baby.
access.
Download y'all some Cody.
Cody is your best friend. It's a good holiday gift. $24.99,
Hush.
man.
Listen,
What?
over under.
Uh,
Do you think I have over or under 3 Fire Sticks in my house?
oh, you got over. You got over.
How do you know? How do you know?
Guys, it's for the culture, my brother.
I
God.
have 7
Over.
Fire Sticks in my house. I'm addicted to these things. They jailbroken. I can do whatever. Hey, if y'all need a Fire Stick, get at me. They just sitting around now because I don't have more than 6 TVs. And I want the new one. They came out for new. They got the Fire Stick, the new one. They got the Fire Stick box.
They do. I'm getting the cube, man. I'm getting that cube, bro. Look, it's a good way to get off your cell phone. It's a good way. So I know it can sometimes when you go around your family, you can get addicted to your phone with pictures and games and things like that. But I've seen and I've even experienced myself lost over the last few weeks. You don't know when someone that you're really, really close to can go. And sometimes we take it for granted because we're on our phones when we're around our family and we're on our device when we're around our family. And we don't know. We can get a call the next day that the person that we could have talked to is gone. So get off your phones, get off your iPads, get off your laptops, or all your devices when you're with family. Play games, play card games, board games, silly games, fun games.
Handing out L's in the spades. I went undefeated this Thanksgiving weekend. Just want to let y'all know, me and my wifey went undefeated. So whoever want to get it in these spades, whether you up in Minot with us or all the way back in PA, Philly, Harrisburg, hometown, we handing out L's in the spades.
Just for the Speakeasy followers, reverse. Just for the Speakeasy followers to know, he is not that good in spades. I remember crushing his head in so bad, we turned his yellow sweater into white because he was so scared. He didn't know what to do. He all right, but he ain't all that.
Ago, man, I'm an OG now. I had to grow, but I thank you, previous spades OG, because you let me know that I had to step it up. I had to step it up. And listen, after that Thanksgiving, I got deployed. And I went to a deployment in the desert, and I was getting I'm gonna just say it, excuse the language, I was getting my ass handed to me every day in the spades and dominoes.
That's how you learned it.
6 months of brutal, I'm talking bang, domino, boy, get up out the table. And I grew up, and now I'm ready. And I'm sunning whoever wanted. Snow that fact number 6.
Talk to us.
Tesla, whatever you want to call the company, they released a truck. And it doesn't look like most trucks look. Like, I'm a fan of trucks. I love Yukons. I love Cadillac Escalades. I love even Big Ford pickups. But this thing, it looked different. What you think?
Well, from looking at this,
listen, man, I want to get that. There we go. I want to get it in all black. And I want to get a machine gun that come up out the trunk. And I want it to be bulletproof. And man, I swear, I'm going to be feeling like I'm in the Batmobile for no reason.
So I just want to remind you, for the culture, you are African American, man. This will be off the street before it gets your driveway.
That thing, like it can get the other side of the road and just drive over the other cars and not even get stopped. Like, it doesn't.
It does. I love it, though. I love it. I love it. It does. It's bad.
Like,
it's bad.
I have to drive. I just wanted it in my driveway for the show. Like, yeah, I got a machine gun in the truck. You better be careful.
It's bad. I ain't gonna lie. It is bad. I ain't gonna lie. It's bad.
Yo, know that fact number 7. We still got 3 more. We going. So Greg Popovich, coaching OG, number 2 all time to me. He's been training up a young lady by the name of Becky Hammond since 2014. This past summer promoted her to head assistant, head coach to him, his second. He gets ejected out of a game. He didn't send his second in command in. He sent in a man by the name of 5 championship Tim Duncan, which is respectable, but
it is.
Why couldn't he just put in Becky for the culture? We down for women over here, man. We support hard working lady. And he said, quoted by him, "We are not here to make history." Greg.
Look, she's a Russian American professional basketball coach, and she's a professional basketball player. She deserved to coach. You should have put her in. Put me in the game, coach. Put her in the game. I vote for that.
Let's take this away from sports, because I don't even like talking about sports and it's know that facts. Ladies, if you were in a work environment, your boss, your second, and you are working with this guy for 5 years. Let's take it to anywhere. You're supposed to get promoted to him when he takes over. He gets out with an illness. He falls apart. Someone has to step up. And this new hot shot with a big past career in a whole different profession coming from player to coach. Takes the spot. Whoa.
You got a good point. You got a good point.
How you going to disrespect the ladies, man?
That's disrespectful. That's a good point. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, man.
What is that fact?
I get trouble fat around here.
Same here. I get put in the box. I ain't gonna say well.
Let's go. Snow that fact number 8. We going. I'm sorry. Jacquez, the king of R&B versus Tory. Why is Tory even being mentioned in this man's league? The Chicks Take 5 or whatever it was, the super dub, non-creative, heavy sample mixed that he made an album that actually may have cost him more money due to the paying for the things, which I'm sure is rumor because them people gonna hook him up. If you in the rap game and you got hit records and you charging people, you know. But how you feel about that?
Well, I'll tell you how I feel. I've always believed that
we should put
Jacquez
some respect on Quiz's name.
Yeah, he is the king of R&B, by the way. So I've always felt that Jacquez.
My second kid is because of Jacquez. So Ocean, like I keep preaching, go listen.
Yes. Jacquez is the man. I don't know why Tory Lanez thought he could step into his arena. Therefore, Jacquez put him in his place. What's
wrong with social? Why do you think it's so hard for social media to just accept this man? Like his musical activity, just embrace the young.
It is good.
Like we understand Chris Brown was okay. We know there was an Usher, Bobby Brown. Yes, you can talk about the greats, but it's his time.
It's his time. Jacquez is the next big thing. Get with it.
Always hating. Man, let's move on to the next Know That
But
fact.
I'll tell you why they're hating. Slow it down. Reverse. Because I'm going to renege on you and say this. Jacquez is not the king of R&B. It is Daniel Caesar. Okay, I'm done.
Caesar.
Listen to Daniel Caesar, guy. Daniel Caesar's the man.
His name is El Loco for a reason, because he's crazy. So go listen to Daniel Caesar.
Daniel Caesar, shout out to you, bro.
Know That Fact. Best rap album of the year. I wish I had the nominees in front of it, but you would assume it went to like a rapper, right? But we just gonna get straight to the Know That Fact. Meek Mill was robbed for best album of the year. Best rap album. They let Post Malone win, and with championships, like Meek Mill was catching dubs. Meek Mill is the leader of the culture, man. He's doing things for us. He's changing laws to get brothers out of prison who is serving maximum time for holding some marijuana that the mail made legal. We gonna get. Right. I don't want to preach. Let me slow down. I'm not gonna get Martin Luther King or nobody, but
Post Malone. Do we got
championships? I went through some things with Meek Mill's album. And every song on there is classic. And he has a couple just heartfelt songs that's just, mind you of just the struggle of Black people, the struggle of our community, things we've overcome. On top of that, it's Millie, so it's straight bars.
But this Post Malone.
I thought Meek was getting an easy dub, and it was going to be great for everybody. Who would have lost if Meek Mill won?
Bruh, we should have just had Julia Roberts play Harriet.
That's what happened when you have white people from these organizations. Let's move on to our fourth segment. We are done with Know That Facts. We're moving along, but we still got so much more show to go. But I love it because we're going to break this down. We're going to chop it up, and we're going to give it to the ones that love us the most. NBA top 5 players right now. We're going to get through this one quick. Listen. No specific order. LeBron James. Giannis the Freak Antetokounmpo. Luka Doncic. James Harden, and surprise, number 5 that's in there. Did I say James Harden? I did say James Harden. Luke Doncic.
Yeah.
And Pascal Siakam in Toronto is silently averaging 30 points, stepping up into Kawhi Leonard's role and leading the East with a record of like 14-4.
It's crazy, isn't it? Without Kawhi Leonard.
It is reminiscent, and I've never heard no one say this yet, any sports analyst. It reminds me, no, because Steph won the MVP and then came back because he was the most improved. And then they was like, we want to give him the most improved in the MVP again. But Pascal still won most improved player last year, and he's going to win it this year, and he's in top 5, which that's MVP case right now. Let's see where the rest of the season go. But who's the best out of that 5? What you got? Because yesterday, there's a man by the name of Luka Doncic, who I heard you was hating on, went into LA and hit a couple step backs in LeBron James' face. It's the beginning of the season, but I watched the game, I watched the highlights, and I watched it again. LeBron James and Anthony Davis was dominating the Dallas Mavericks, but then in the third and the fourth quarter, shots just started going in. Shot. So the Dallas, they had an amazing shooting night, plain and simple. It like 30 to like the Lakers 14.
It won't happen again.
I know they're not better than the Lakers, but damn, Luka Doncic. Luka.
Remember, 7-game series where it matters. They can't hang it 7.
But we talking about MVP, top 5. He's number 1 right now, right?
LeBron is number 1. We've already said this.
We definitely gonna talk about my guy, James Harden, who in 3 quarters, NBA MVP is a regular season award. We will get to the playoffs when we get to the playoffs. Can we enjoy the NBA season?
No.
Man, we still get to the college football playoffs, the Super Bowl, March Madness. Then we get to June. It's the NBA playoffs. But James Harden is the greatest offensive weapon in NBA regular season because his numbers is only second to Wilt Chamberlain.
This is true. He is Peyton Manning of the NBA. It's true.
Yeah, the regular season, and he put up 60 points in 3 quarters, and he only shot the ball 24 times through 31 minutes, which guess what? Was an NBA low. No one's ever got to 60 with that little shots ever. Yes, he does have a lot of foul shots, but dang.
Can I ask a question though real quick just to throw this off? How much defense did he play?
I'm not here to watch James Harden defense. I went to basketball games this past weekend. I got to see Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and not once did I say, go play some defense. I'm like, dunk on somebody. James Harden hit that step back. James Harden can't be stopped. I want to see defense in the playoffs.
Okay, but we understand where you're going with this. Now I know why I'm not the crazy one you are. Got it. Moving on.
We got anyone left in the NBA, man? Oh, NBA November awards. We got some good awards, some funny stuff, some dedication coming to you on the next episode of Speakeasy. Stay tuned, y'all.
Stay tuned.
5th segment. We gonna do some gossip. Because I got something to talk about. Can I start?
Yeah.
We got to watch the Super Bowl yesterday. The San Francisco 49ers versus this is the Super Bowl that we want. I'm sorry. I forget you a Patriots fan. Dang, I'm a Patriots fan too though now. It's NFL gossip time. We're gonna get to the Eagles.
Go ahead with your little segment about the 49ers and
this
whatever.
This is a predicted Super Bowl. It's actually number 1 if you bet Vegas odds. San Francisco 49ers versus the Baltimore Ravens. You have to admit that it is a possibility that these two can meet in the Super Bowl. Although Tom Brady has went to the last 20 Super Bowls for the AFC, we do understand that. But someday, someone else will make it to the Super Bowl from the AFC, Ush. Someday. We have not seen it in a very long time. Easier,
but not today. They won't get brighter. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What was that? Sorry.
A lot of people are saying San Francisco, they got a good win. This is a mortal loss. San Francisco traveled. They went to Baltimore. But my question is for the culture. because I don't think the 49ers defense stopped Lamar Jackson. I think it was the weather. It was raining. It was sloppy. It was all over the place. You telling me if this was down in Florida this year where the Super Bowl is going to be and it's nice and dry and plain, Lamar Jackson was carving them dudes up in water on the field, 100 rushing yards, 150 passing yards, easy. You think they slowed him down?
Yes, they did. They contained him, put him in the pocket, didn't let him move around. They stopped at 17. The whole second half, only got 3 points. That's called contain. That's defense. I'm sorry. They did slow him down. They gave a blueprint for the rest of the NFL. Contain him if you have the speed, keep him in the pocket, don't let him beat you with his legs. If he does run with his legs, don't let him get a first down. It hit him every time he has the ball. But yeah, anyway, Super Bowl preview, somebody said that's drunk. I don't know. I'm drinking my water.
So I don't understand if you are saying that from a Patriots fan's perspective, because
No, a reality standpoint.
how come you so hard on him because he had an explosive first half? The 49ers, which has a great D, did what they're supposed to do, game plan, but when it came down to it in the fourth quarter, Lamar Jackson drove his team down, and the kicker made an amazing 49-yard field goal. Why you got hate on my man? Is it because he beat the Patriots?
I'm not hating on him. I think he's a dynamic player. I'm telling you, he was scoring at will against the Patriots. He scored at will against Houston, but he did not score at will against the 49ers. Why is that? It's something the 49ers that showed us that he can be slowed down. You can't stop him, but you can slow him down. And that's going to come back against Buffalo. The team that you picked is going to beat him or whatever. You'll see. It's going to come back.
Okay.
Throw it out there.
He's saying it here now. Get y'all pocketbooks out. Make y'all bets. Lamar Jackson will finally be defeated by Buffalo this Sunday. You're saying it now.
That's
what I heard. That's what I heard. Are you telling
Let
me
me
to
sleep.
take my bet now? Let you sleep.
Let me sleep on that. I gotta trust in Josh Allen. I don't know if I can trust it though. I can't trust it yet.
Well, this makes me think of another list because you're so hypey on San Francisco. Who's your top 3 defenses in the NFL?
Top 3 defenses in the NFL.
I'm pretty sure number one's Patriots.
No.
Whoa.
No.
You got me on that block. Whoa.
No, I'm lying. The Patriots number 1. Number 2 would happen to be the Ravens, and number 3 would be the 49ers.
So Lamar Jackson carved up the Patriots were number 1, but then when it came to the number 3 defense that played a little bit better in the rain and only held him to 20 points, you're impressed. Okay. Moving on.
Yeah.
Gossip. The Philadelphia Eagles should fire every coach on the coaching staff this offseason.
True or false? The answer to that is true. I agree.
The answer to the question is hell yeah. I don't want this up on my wall no more. Listen, right here, right now, the Eagles, we're going to put y'all back up here preseason next year. But you want to know what's funny about the NFC least?
What's up?
Is that not the 49ers, excuse me. How dare I mention the 49ers in the same name as the Washington Foreskins still have a chance to make it to the playoffs as the NFC East representatives.
If they go 7-9, they make it. Just throw that out there.
I mean, the Eagles still have a chance and the Cowboys still have a chance, but irrelevant to the fact we just lost to Ryan Fitzpatrick, who is the greatest quarterback in NFL history when no expectations is put on him.
Miami Dolphins. Oh my God. Where's Nick Foles?
Listen, we got Prince. Prince can come up there in place of the Eagles.
Bruh, listen to this. Cincinnati just got
their first win.
That's crazy. How did they get their first win? How? The Bengals got their first win. That's their coach's first win. Period. 1-11. How? And he's still better than Marvin Lewis. Yeah, I said it.
So a lot of bad teams won this weekend. The Redskins. Oh, I said it. I'm sorry to all my national American. My grandma is like 50% national American. So I got some of it in me. That's what she tells me.
But let me tell you something. Would your grandma, would she approve of what Joshua Shaw was doing out there in Arizona?
What was he doing?
He was betting. He got banned for betting for the Arizona Cardinals. He's a player on the team, and he was betting.
Mm-hmm.
He is banned until 2020. Was she approving him doing that? Because you know when you're an NFL player, you can't do that, right? You do know that, right? You know the rules, right? You can't be down that bet. That's what he was doing. Dude, get it together. You're making the check already. You're making good enough on the NFL check. Why are you out there trying to bet? What are you doing?
Okay,
What are
so
you
right,
doing?
we got the Seahawks and the Vikings playing. The Seahawks win tonight. The Seahawks are down, but it's been a weird game. Russell Wilson threw a pass.
Told you.
Russell Wilson threw a pass. The defensive lineman swatted up in the air, and then Russell Wilson tried to swat it down, but he swatted it down into the defender's arms, ran it back, pick six. But
Are
the
you
Vikings,
making this excuse like Matt Ryan? And he got
Hey,
Bush on that play?
I'm not making this up. Greatest, I can't say greatest coach. That's just too disrespectful. But let's just celebrate Mike Tomlin, who, let's just say, Pittsburgh, dumpster fire, and all I see is black excellence. Cha-ching.
1-4.
For all
We
of
should.
our men out here that's just holding it down, doing things,
Hold it down.
despite the fact that he's one of the few black coaches that holds it down, holds his organization together, deals with maniacs like Antonio Brown, hoping he come back to the Patriots, and all other kind of stuff. Big Ben out here and all his assault. I don't think he was the coach back then though. But Mike
It was
Tomlin,
Dick LeBeau.
yeah. Go ahead, man. You represent. Do your thing. We gotta wrap it up. You forgot about your
Wrap it
man
up.
kitchens. We are wrapping.
Oh, shoot. Let's talk about it real quick.
Now, I wore a t-shirt. I wore a jacket with it. My daughters wanted me to wear the shirt, and I'd wear it again. The t-shirt didn't cause us to give up 40-yard passes, and we were ready to play. That's the only thing people need to be concerned about. We were ready to play.
Let me tell you something. Freddie Kitchens got up there and tried to defend his shirt after the post game, saying, because they asked him a question, was your shirt distracted? He said, no, our shirt was the reason that we gave up all these yards. The shirt wasn't the reason that we, as a coach, you cannot be the main distraction. Your team is trying to get into the playoffs. Shame on him for distracting his team from the promised land of trying to get into something they have not been in years called the playoffs and get a playoff win. He set his team up for failure because he decided to try to portray something in the media he didn't have to do but be a head coach. Freddie Kitchens, shame on you, fire him.
Make me laugh. And Baker Mayfield, they said, gained like 50 pounds over the holiday weekend.
He got more commercials than he do wins. Ain't that insane?
Odell Beckham has had like 6 straight games without getting 100 receiving yards. Oh my God. This
This is y'all Super Bowl favorite.
This is going to be a movie.
That was y'all Super Bowl favorite. Y'all picked the Browns this year.
Royals, we love y'all. Family, we love y'all.
Yes.
That was the Speakeasy. It's time for us to go. We hope to be back with y'all soon. We hope y'all love all the content. Show us the love. Let's go.
We love y'all. Take it easy.
It's the Speakeasy.